going on, everybody? It's Forgotten here, and today we're going to be doing a different type of style video. We're going to be doing an operator tier list for Operation Steel Wave and Rainbow Six Siege. And let's start off. We'll go top to bottom, I guess. Ace, he's a very good operator. His gun's really good. He has a. I'm honestly just gonna give him S tier. Alibi, his gun's good. But her ability's not that useful, so I'm gonna say C. Amaru, her gun, the GS is insane. She has an SMG 11, and the new update's great with her. I'm gonna give her a B. As someone who's been an Ash main, I have to give her at least an A. I can't give her. I'm gonna give her an A just because she doesn't take that much skill. Bandit is a very good character. I'm gonna give him an A as well because his MP7 is really good, and his abilities. Blackbeard, I just hate people who play him. He's kind of a scummy character in my opinion, so I'm gonna give him. I'll give him B with Amara. Blitz, you can shoot through his shield, is gonna be a Verni's D tier straight up. Buck, great character. His gun's great. ACOG, his recall is not that bad, so I'm gonna give him A tier. Castle, he's good on some sites. It's very depending. And his UMP is not the best, so I'm gonna give him B tier because he's used it on some maps like religiously. Clash, she's a decent op, but I hate her, so I'm gonna give her C tier. Like if you play her, you're very scummy. Doc, great loadouts. MP5, P90, they're super fun. And of course now he has a revolver. Well, done. Oh, he's always had the revolver, but I'm gonna give him A tier. Actually, I'm gonna give Buck S tier. I'm gonna give Dokkaebi a C tier because she can look at people's cams if you kill them and get able to. Ella's SMG is horrible now. It does no damage as a pea shooter, and the shotgun is just the shotgun's quote unquote good, but again, it's someone who uses that. It's just like a toxic. So I'm gonna give her C. I hate her spear's insane. Finka spear and the LMG is great. I hate her ability so much though. I don't care because I have all the people I main perfect sensitivities for the recoil, and when it messes up, I pull too far down and I always die. So I'm gonna give her a C tier. Frost is really good in like silver stages, but up past that, it's pretty much he's not the best, and her guns are not great. I'm gonna give her D. Fuse, yeah, but he has the AK-12. I'm gonna give him C tier. I'll give him C tier. I'm gonna drop Dokkaebi down though. I just think so. Glaz, he's not even useful anymore. Yeah, I don't think he's useful. Straight D tier. His gun used to be good when it one tapped, but that's about it. Goyo, his shields are pretty good if you know how to use them, so I'm gonna give him a B tier. Iana, her droning is good, but her guns are good. Her droning things, I guess, okay, but I think I'm gonna give her C tier because not many people use her. IQ, great character, great guns. Literally every single gun is great on her. Commando's my favorite, unless I'm trying to rush, and then I'll just use the LMG. So I'm gonna give her A tier. Jaeger, another A tier person. His gun's insane. I'm gonna give him A tier because his gun's insane. He would have been S tier if he still was running. He still was fast. Callie, if you are good at hitting your shots, she's a good character. But that's about it if you can hit your shots. And she has the new SMG, the SMG, Clash's SMG, which is good as a pistol. So I'm gonna give her B tier, and she's she helps with hard getting walls. Capgun again is great for low tier, and is good at holding people. So I'm gonna give him, and his gun's pretty good too. I'm gonna give him B tier. Not many people use Lion. His guns are okay. I don't really use Lion, so I wouldn't know. And he's not even that useful, in my opinion. I'm going to give him D tier. Because even if you do have it, it's not that big of a deal. Maestro, great character. I think I'm going to have to give him A tier. Because his LMG is insane. He would be S tier if you saw ACOG. Maverick literally does not have a counter. He is A tier. His guns are great. Actually, I'm going to give him S tier. Lucy, she is definitely an S tier character. Her ability is insanely OP. Her gun is insane. It's Legion's gun, and she has a C4, which is great because I love C4. Montang, I'm gonna give him a C tier because if you know how to play him, you're pretty good, but you have to be pretty skilled with just a pistol. Mute's a good character. I'll give him B because you can run shotgun, but in my opinion, Smoke is better. Knock or Nook, however you want to say it. She's pretty much Cav, but I don't think she's that useful, so I'm gonna give her D tier. Seriously, I just don't care. Unless there's like drone horrors, but that's pretty much about it. Oryx, he's not that useful. Literally, the hole is not that important when if you just have someone running shotgun, and that's kind of 10 HP you're wasting. I don't know if they nerfed down the 5, but either way, I think it's stupid in my opinion. Jumping off hatches, you'll just die because he's loud as hell. Pulse, a great character. His UMP is a little bit iffy. It's not the best, but he's still a great character. And if you know how to use him, I'll give him a Capiteo. Gun is decent. LMG is okay. And his ability is pretty good. So I think I'm going to give him B tier. Cav is no longer good. Her pistol's horrible. I'll give her C tier. Echo, he's a good player if you know how to use him, and his guns are decent. Some people say he's decent, some that are really good. I think they're decent. A tier. Gridlock. Gridlock's guns are pretty good. She's just so slow, and as someone who rushes, is all like close to sight, tries to push people. I don't really like her. I'm gonna give her B tier. Habana. In my opinion, I like Habana more than Ace. In my opinion, just because I like her guns better, even though the AK-12 is way better. But I think I'm gonna give her. I think now since Ace is a thing, she kind of just took a mad hit and goes down the C tier now. Jackal. He's not that. He is useful. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's. Actually, I think he might be an S tier, in my opinion. His gun's fastest reloading in the game. It does like 43 damage, I think, and has no recoil, so S tier. Cade, definitely an A tier person. Has the revolver now instead of the crappy pistol. And I like to use the shotgun, but some people use the AUG, which I don't like the AUG, but that's their opinion. Legion, as someone who's love Legion, I'm gonna give him an A tier because it's hard for people to rotate, hard for enemies to push inside. It's great. Mira, she's a good character. I'm gonna give her B tier. I just don't like her guns. Mazin, I'm gonna say same thing. I think he's B tier. His guns are great, but his ability is not the best because I don't like seeing on cameras. Nomad, I'm gonna give her C tier because I don't like her guns are okay, but I don't like her ability. They're kind of easy to counter. Ying, right now she's insanely OP, so I'm gonna give her. And her guns are great. I'm gonna give her A tier. Rook, MP5, P90, that stuff, but he's not used a lot anymore. So I don't know if I should. I'm debating. I'll come back to Doc. Rook. Alright, Sledge. His gun's good. I think he does like 38, maybe 41. And his ability's really good, so I think I'm gonna give him B tier because I think Buck's better in my opinion. Smoke, he's a great defender, especially on some sites where there's stairs. All he does is deploy up. You get a Jaeger to help him, and you're chilling. So I'm gonna give him A tier. SMG 11 shotguns, great loadout to run. Now, Tachanka obviously is the best character in the game. That's just straight facts. Thatcher is also an A tier player. He's, in my opinion, I rather have a Thatcher than Callie, than Maverick, than any of that. Because you just have this decently skilled Thatcher. It's about it. Thermite, I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna come back to him as well. Twitch, she took a big hit with her thing. I'm gonna give her C tier. With her nerf on her Twitch run. Valkyrie, great gun, great ability. I'm gonna give her A tier. Vigil, great gun, okay ability. I'm gonna give him B tier. Lamai is pretty much a Jaeger, and I'm gonna have to give him A tier. He just is more of a insight instead of a roaming. Warden, with the yin going on right now, I'm gonna give. I just don't like Warden whatsoever. He's trash. Now Rook, I'm gonna have to give him. I think I'm gonna have to give him an A tier. I think I'm gonna have to give Zofia. Her gun is insane. Her abilities are it's Ash and Ella combined, which Ella's ability is great, but her gun sucks, and she has a good gun and good ability. So I'm gonna do that. And then Thermite. I'm gonna give Thermite's an A as well. This is maybe I would change some stuff up. Maybe I would move like maybe Sledge up or something like that, or maybe I would move I don't know maybe I'd move Ash down or Ash up, but definitely this is kind of like my roster. It's funny because all the S tier people I don't really use. I'm pretty much an IQ pulse main, but those are my opinions, and hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.